is the 8th video in my series on what is helping me with my recovery from long COVID. In the last video, I talked about the importance of exercise for recovery. Today, I'm going to talk about stress reduction and management. As I have said in previous videos, I believe that long COVID, chronic fatigue syndrome, is at its core a nervous system dysfunction, which causes a whole range of difficult symptoms, including persistent fatigue. But as we focus on healing the nervous system with a holistic approach, including good diet, pacing, exercise, healing of the lymphatic system, the symptoms resolve and we experience full recovery. Another very important key in healing the nervous system is learning to reduce and manage stress. Research shows that stress, especially chronic stress, has negative effects on the body, including all of the systems, and negatively affects mental health as well. For long COVID, chronic fatigue syndrome sufferers, the autonomic nervous system will have been placed under major stress before the onset of signs and symptoms. The stress may be physical, emotional, or a combination of both. The good news is that there are ways to reduce and manage stress in our lives, which gives the nervous system the space it needs to heal so that we can fully recover. Today I'm going to talk about how to manage physical stress and mental or emotional stress in order to support your body in healing the nervous system. What we're wanting to do is to eliminate as much as possible all of the stressors in our lives, physical, mental, and emotional. Our bodies are designed to heal, so we want to do whatever we can to create a healing, stress-free environment. So how do we reduce physical stress? Some very practical tips are: eat well. Eliminate foods that cause stress on the body, such as sugar, caffeine, and processed foods. Instead, eat foods that are nourishing and healing to the body, and drink lots of water. Eliminate toxins. Toxins in our food or physical environment can be stressors to our bodies. Try to buy organic produce or wash all of your produce with a fruit and vegetable wash to eliminate the toxins from pesticides. Get rid of any mold in your home. Try to use natural cleaning products and toiletries. Just a few examples. Practice pacing. I explained how to do this in my video on pacing. Gentle exercise. Don't strain the body and the nervous system with strenuous exercise, but choose exercise or movement that is low impact, gentle, and healing to the body. Avoid overstimulation of any kind. Try to avoid loud noise, bright lights, stressful films, anything which is stressful to your nervous system. Sleep well. Some tips for sleeping are: don't have caffeine. Try to get out in the natural light for a few minutes every morning. Make sure you're engaging in at least some movement every day. Give yourself at least an hour to unwind every evening, limiting stimulation such as loud noises, bright lights, screens. Turn the lights down in your room for at least an hour before you go to sleep. If you wake up in the night, try not to stress, just relax and rest until you fall back to sleep. You can also try natural sleep aids like melatonin or magnesium. And now I'm going to talk about how to reduce mental stress. Firstly, you can make a list of all the current stressors in your life, and then do whatever you are able to do to change those things. Your recovery needs to be top priority in your life right now. The nature of long COVID chronic fatigue syndrome is that you actually have to be very proactive in a holistic way until you are fully healed. You have to put in the time and the effort for however long it takes. So try to make your recovery top priority, even if it means you have to make some big changes in your life to this end. You can see them as temporary, just until you are fully recovered. You may need to ask for help from family or friends until you are fully well. You may need to take a leave of absence from your job. You may need to change jobs. You may need to move house or move in with family or friends temporarily. You want to make whatever changes you need to reduce stress and create and maintain a peaceful, positive, healing environment for yourself. You may need to create boundaries with people. If there are people in your life who always stress you out, drain you, or that you have emotionally unhealthy relationships with, it would be good to change those relationships and create healthy boundaries for yourself so that you can heal. You want to create an environment of positivity and hope for yourself. There's a strong connection between our mental health and our physical health. Negative attitudes and feelings of helplessness or hopelessness can create chronic stress, which upsets the body's hormone balance and depletes the brain chemicals required for happiness and damages the immune system. Try to get rid of sources of negativity in your life. For me, it has helped to limit my time reading the news. I also follow positive pages like Upworthy and the Good News Movement. Early on in my recovery, I was part of a long COVID Facebook group, which was helpful at first because it was good to know that others were experiencing the same thing as me. But after a while, I found that reading about other people's struggles every day really brought me down. So I left the group, and instead I chose to look up and read about recovery stories. Someone to subscribe to on YouTube who recovered from chronic fatigue syndrome and does interviews with many others who have recovered is Raelan Agle. I will put the link to her channel in the description. You want to be aware of your thoughts throughout the day. If you realize that you're feeling stressed out, just try to pause and be with those thoughts and feelings, and then try to reframe them in a positive light. This goes for noticing symptoms throughout the day as well. You don't want to be constantly scanning your body for symptoms and then worrying. Instead, if you notice a symptom, just pause and be with it. Listen to your body, and then try to let go of the worry and reframe your thought about the symptom. Remind yourself that bodies are designed to heal. They want to heal. Remind yourself of all of the good things that you are doing towards your healing every day. Remind yourself of any progress you have made, no matter how small. Try to spend time in gratitude every day. I try to spend a few minutes every morning thinking about things I'm thankful for, and then again before I go to bed. Another really healthy practice is positive visualization. Instead of spending time in anxiety about the future and catastrophic thinking, purpose to take a few minutes to visualize a positive future. Imagine yourself fully healing. Imagine starting to live out some of the dreams that are in your heart. If you have a stressful experience at any given time, take time to pause and unwind from it. Don't just stuff it. Deal with the stress, release the stress, let go of the stress, and move on. It's also important to be aware of any undealt trauma from your past that you might still be carrying. Trauma can have a massive impact on our mental and physical health if left unprocessed. If you think you have unhealed trauma, it would be well worth it to start seeing a therapist who specializes in trauma therapy. Some other practical tips for reducing stress are breath work. Your breath both reflects and affects your emotions. The way we think and feel affects how we breathe, and the way we breathe affects how we think and feel. When we're stressed, we tend to breathe in a rapid and shallow way. Therefore, one of the easiest and quickest ways to control stress is to consciously breathe slowly and deeply. The practice of consciously guiding the direction, depth, and rhythm of your breath can restore calm and balance to your nervous system, increase oxygen in the blood, and help increase awareness of internal states. It also lowers blood pressure and heart rate. Yoga or gentle stretching. These healing movements help bring you back into the conscious experience of your own body while helping you to listen to signals and symptoms before they become problematic. As your body relaxes, so does your mind. The focus in this technique is on creating a relationship with your body and listening to the information it is offering you about yourself. Meditation. There are so many benefits from practicing meditation. It reduces stress, anxiety, promotes emotional health, enhances self-awareness, lengthens attention span, may reduce age-related memory loss, can generate kindness, may help fight addictions, improves sleep, helps control pain, can decrease blood pressure. It's accessible anywhere, increases focus, increases creativity, reduces depression, increases compassion, increases productivity. Even just a few minutes of meditation every day is so beneficial. I try to practice mindfulness meditation for at least a half an hour every morning and have found this to be life-changing for me. Also, just practicing moments of mindfulness throughout the day, being aware of all of your 5 senses and letting yourself be fully in the moment, all of this is so good for you. Tension and trauma releasing exercises are also very good for relieving stress held in your body. You can Google TRE yoga for instructional videos. Journaling is a good way to reduce stress. Having massages is good for reducing stress. Spending time in nature every day is great for stress reduction and beneficial in so many ways. Engaging in creativity whenever you are able is very healing. Spend time baking, cooking, drawing, painting, writing, making music, photography, whatever form of creativity you enjoy. Positive connections with loved ones is also very good for stress reduction. Have coffee with a friend, FaceTime with family members, hug your kids. Positive human connections are so healing. So to recap, chronic stress is one of the main causes of long COVID, chronic fatigue syndrome. Therefore, creating a stress-free, healing environment is vital for recovery. Hopefully all of these tips will help you with that. So that's all on stress reduction and stress management. My next video will be about mental health.